Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I am struggling today. I think I'm coming down with the flu or COVID or some crap like that. I feel like dog poop. It's been a long night. I had a sore throat, pounding headache. My body is aching. All the symptoms, everything you can think of, that's what I got right now. And it's been a rough night for me, but show must go on. Yesterday I was working on the countertop here for the bathroom. I'm getting ready to use some liquid nail to get it down to the base. I put, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 coats of the butcher block oil on here. It definitely changed up the color of the countertop, which I like. Here's what it looked like before, more of a light unfinished color. And then you got more of the wood grain and a brown color here. So got my cough drops, my Vicks Vapor Rub, got some ivermectin, I got some Tylenol, I got it all. I'm going to be all drugged up today, and I'm going to try to make it through this, but bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. So anyways, what I'm going to do, I got the liquid nail. Once again, I would highly recommend this little caulk gun. It was $50-something from Lowe's. Comes in handy pretty often. I'm going to go ahead and put a good amount around the rim or the edge of my vanity. Bring that butcher block in, set it down, and then I'm going to install the sink that's down there, do the same thing, liquid nail, and then also have some silicone that's waterproof that I'm going to put on there as well. So that's what I'm getting into right now. Like I said, it took me a while to get the countertop clear coated. It just took so many different attempts to do it, and you have to let it dry, flip it over, do the back side, flip it over, do both sides. So I've got about, like I said, 4 or 5 coats on there. I think it's enough. And then once I put the sink in, I might go back over it one more time. So with that being said, I'm going to put you guys down real quick. We're going to get this installed, put the sink in, and get one step closer to getting this house finished. Nice, generous portion. This thing's not going anywhere. All right. I'm gonna go grab the butcher block real quick, bring it in. Thing's pretty heavy, so just give me a second. I'll get it over here and we're gonna go ahead and set it in. All right, so the cuts aren't perfect on it. I had a little bit of issues with my reciprocating saw, but I was able to get it done. Let's get this in place. Sorry, it's such a close-up. It's just not a very big area to work in right now. But there we go. Let that sit in place. Put a lot of that stuff in, so it shouldn't go anywhere. I like the way it looks when it's clear coated like this. It brings out the natural grain and stuff a lot better. There's a little bit of a gap in the back, like I mentioned on my other video, and then also over here, which is not a huge issue. The walls aren't perfectly straight. Maybe some of these cuts aren't perfectly straight, but I will be going in and tiling along here all the way around. Maybe I don't know, 6 to 8 inches, something like that. But for now, I'm gonna let that set in place for a little bit. I'll bring in the sink. I'll go ahead and put a bead of the liquid nail on here and also the silicone so it doesn't leak anywhere. It helps seal it all up. Let that dry and they'll be good to go. Just like that, went through an entire thing of liquid nail for the countertop and for the sink. Get that in place, and then I'll go back in and wipe out all the excess liquid nail and sealant. First time installing a sink and making a vanity, and I think it came out pretty good so far. Not sure if I'm doing everything correct or not, but we'll find out later when I read the comments. My head's pounding right now. I probably shouldn't have been doing this right now, but whatever. I'll get some of this excess off, and then I'll try to center it as good as possible. It took me a long time, more than I'd like to admit, to make sure that I got the sink right where it needs to be, the hole the right size. I was working with that. This is $100 just for the countertop, and I didn't want to mess it up. Oh, come on. Probably not the best thing to be working while I'm sick. Show must go on. Need to get this done. These little wipes are pretty good. I get them at Dollar General. $1 for a pack of them. I guess I'll run another bead of the silicone around here, but I'll go ahead and turn that thing down to 1 so it's not shooting out so fast. Make less of a mess, and it'll help seal this up completely. So it's about 34 inches wide, so 17 is right here where my thumb is. So basically right in the middle. All right. 25, so 12 and a half right here in the middle. Three and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter. 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 3 and a half. This thing needs to go up just a hair. There we go, something like that. So I think that's where it needs to be. Once again, I like the way it looks. Like I said, I might go in and clear coat this one more time, but for sure I need to go in and put another bead around with the silicone along the outside edge. At least I think I do. I'll put it on the lowest setting so it'll come out slow. Come on now. There we go. I'll go back in and clean it up with my finger. Wipe off any excess. I don't think this thing's gonna leak at all. I don't see any way that it could. Making a mess here. Whatever, I can wipe it up later. All right. Wipe all around the edge, clean it up, let that sit and dry. Should be good to go. Like I said, I'm sure I'm not doing everything 100% correct, but I don't see how this thing could leak otherwise. Oh, I'm gonna have to go lay down in a minute. Just want to get this done. Even if that's all I get done today, I'll still be glad. Better than nothing. Oh. I'm gonna need some rest after this. Oh. Just tightening on the faucet. I look rough, don't I? I feel about as rough as I look right now. Got that hooked on. It's not the tightest on there, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Once again, I just went with the Pfister Rancho brand. I like the matte black look. I think it looks good. Kind of farmhouse style look a little bit, kind of just modern, but like the drain as well. Never installed this drain. I need to look at the instructions on it and see what goes where. I don't know if all these parts go underneath and this part goes in like that, which I think it might be that one. I don't know if one of these washers or not goes down, but let me read the instructions real quick. I'll put the drain in and then we'll check back in. All right, I think I figured it out. All right, let's get under here, hook this in. That on there. Oh, come on. Alright. Is that on there? Still feels a little loose. Yeah, it's still a little loose. Alright. Now that's on there. Alright. Whew. I don't know how much more I'm going to do. I'm feeling it right now, guys. Getting the sweats. And I shouldn't be sweating right now. I'm not really doing much. Might take some of that, put some of that Vicks on me and go lay down for about an hour and then try it again. Honestly, this is more than I thought was going to get done today. I thought today was going to be a washout, just sleeping it off. I went and picked up all the connections and fittings and all that good stuff. P-trap. They didn't have the right size and part on one of the things, so I had to make do with what they had. And it might not be the best way to do it, but it's going to get done. It'll still work. They just didn't have the part that I needed. Here's a little shut-off valve. It has the little connection there. It's probably hard to see because you are far away. You are actually sitting in my tub. But this is what the PEX goes into. And then we hook this line in. Take this nut off there. This hooks in here. Oh. I think that just hooks in like that. I'm not gonna hook this on because I need to turn the water off and I don't feel like doing that right now. But basically that'll hook into the PEX. This will hook into the faucet. I think these are, did I go with the 20 inch? I think I did. Yeah, the 20 inch supply lines. I'll go ahead and just hook this other one up real quick. Starting to get lightheaded. But you guys get the point. You get your hot and your cold, hook that to the PEX, both of these up to your faucet, and go from there. I got PVC and stuff like that to go down into my plumbing in the rough plumbing in the house. This will go down inside there. It'll come over. Like I said, this is what we had to try to figure out. I didn't need all this stuff, but I'm going to cut this 2-inch line. Had to get a coupling and other stuff, but I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I need to take a break. This stuff's actually kicking my butt today, so I appreciate you guys for sticking with me right now. It's just one of those days that I'm just not feeling it, so. Oh. Let me go take some medicine and go lay down. Y'all can probably hear my scraggly voice right now. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Vicks or some cough drops, but definitely drink some more orange juice, lay down, and try to get over the sickness.
Take me back to South Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.